This is Christian. This is Ryan.
And this is Spencer, and we're After Midnight Project, and
We are at Popularity.
How much do you feel touring increases your skill as a band and just the ability to be able to come together?
It's completely everything essential. Without it,
Yeah.
it's impossible to move forward
So
and grow
true.
or anything
Yeah.
at all.
You can tell the difference between a touring band and a band who plays like once a month, once every few months. It's just that tightness. You can see it on stage. You can feel it in the energy. All of the above.
Yeah, it increases a lot of skills too, like beer drinking and lack of sleeping, getting used to bumpy bus rides.
The ability to just learn how to cope with just horrible situations.
Oh yeah, true, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you feel like you're in an interesting position now because now you have people's ears and you can experiment a little more?
It does feel like that actually. I feel like when we were first kind of getting off the ground and really getting out there, we were a little more hesitant, and now it's, I guess, as confidence builds, naturally you start experimenting more. So yeah, and it's funny you mention that because we actually start writing for our next record next week, and it's the whole approach is just kind of like, let's try everything, you know. Let's not just try to write 3 and a half minute structured songs. Let's just see what happens. So it really is basically just experimenting.
Yeah.
What song do you feel most personally connected to and why?
Of our songs? I feel connected to a song called Keep My Feet on the Ground, which is a song that was not on one of our records. Yet it will be on the next one, and it is my favorite song we've ever written, and I connected deeply to it.
Yeah, I connect to that. I connect Criminal, the closing track on our record, as well as Come On, Come On, track 9, running time of 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Criminal just because it's the easiest song to really get lost in. You know, I think anyone who would listen to that song would pretty much get carried away by it.
So check it out on our record, Let's Build Something to Break.
If 5 years ago someone asked you what your goals were, what would you have said and what would you say now?
Hey Mom, can I be in a band and tour around and play with my friends and play music? Same thing now.
And then right now it'd be like, hey Mom,
Yeah.
can you pay my bill so I can go
Can
tour
I
with my
play,
friends?
can you cover my cell phone bill one more month, Mom?
Thanks, Mom. Same.
Yeah, that's the same
Nothing
exact
at
thing.
all,
Yeah.
other than we have a few more fans now.
Has the grind started to wear on you yet, or is it still super exciting?
I mean, it's still super exciting, and it's not really wearing on me. It's just I'm ready to be done
I mean,
for
yeah.
a little while.
Everyone has days, no matter what they do, where they're like, oh, I just want to go home and hang out. I mean,
Yeah.
but no, it's still, I mean, the best thing about this job or career or whatever is like right now, I'm sure most everyone who's on Warped Tour just wants to go home, but in about a week, everyone's going to be crying at home because they want to go on tour, you know?
Exactly, yeah. You kind of basically put yourself in that mindset. Like, it's all or nothing. You just want to be on the road. And, I don't know, you become so accustomed to it. It's kind of like the only way. Granted, I do want a house and a dog. And,
I want a dog, too.
I really
All
want
right,
a
I'm
dog.
going to get a dog when we go.
Can you listen to your own music as a fan?
No. I mean, no, really, no. Not at all, honestly.
Do you
We're
find
so connected to it. We
Jason
spend
can.
hours.
Jason listens to that project probably more than anything else, our singer.
That's actually
But it's always playing in the bus. So he can listen to it as a fan. I can, but sometimes, especially when it's fresh and we're recording it, and I get really pumped on it. But then I try to take a step back, and I really gain the most inspiration from, you know, just thousands of other artists. So I'm always trying to put that in. Sometimes AMP will come up in my iTunes shuffle, and like, I'll listen to it. I'm like, yeah, sweet, totally.
What about other music now? Do you find that you're more critical because of the position that you're in? Can you still listen to other music as a fan, or do you find that you tear it apart too much?
I'm more of a fan of music now than I think ever.
For sure, me too.
Like, I don't know why.
Definitely maybe more critical in certain situations, but it's only for the love of the craft.
Oh yeah, I'm
you
definitely
know.
critical.
I feel
But
like
it's a supportive thing, though. I love, you know, still music is what
Yeah.
guides
That's what
everything,
makes
you
me
know.
such a big fan now. I'm so critical of music that like I find these bands that I'm like obsessed with and like huge fan.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm more critical, but I'm even more obsessed and more fascinated and even intimidated sometimes.
Yeah.
And even just listening to like a Lady Gaga song, anything, I'm like, whoa, the production is just mind blowing. You know, how did they do this and that and this and that? Anything. I'm way more open, and I think it just comes with experience.
How much has the last couple of years changed you?
I think I look older.
Yeah, I think touring
definitely
makes the
more-
whole this area, it's more wrinkly from this being in the sun a lot.
Crowfoot area.
Yeah, and you know, this is the first tour where you know, little kids are like, I'll be like, so how old? You know, they're like, how old are you? I'm like, I guess. And they're like, 35.
No way.
Really? It's because though, think about it. When you were 14 or 15, 18-year-olds seemed so old.
Yeah.
And there was no difference between an 18-year-old and a 26-year-old. They were just way older.
Yeah.
I think that's what you got to realize.
For sure.
Now,
I
like,
definitely realize that.
but,
Touring's definitely made us just, I don't know, definitely grown up. Learned a lot about
learned a lot.
myself.
Yeah, you learn a lot about yourself when you're just confined to a very small area, way smaller than this room, and you have to live there for months and months crammed in with a bunch of people that you are forced to be best friends with. So
Whether you like it or not.
yeah.
Benny.
What part of the music industry do you think was the hardest to conquer, and what have you yet to conquer?
If anyone conquers any part of the music industry, I hope they let
Yeah.
me know how they did it, because I think it's just a mythical beast, and it's ridiculous.
I think the music industry has to go back and figure out how to conquer
I
themselves.
mean, what areas are there? There's like, you mean like touring, licensing, radio, this and that? Yeah, I mean, we're only scratching the surface, like, with respect to, I guess, what our ultimate goals are as a band, as artists. So we've dabbled in everything now. Our song did really well on the radio earlier this year, and you know, licensing is something we really haven't done much of. Although my mom called me and said, one of our songs is in John Madden 08, and I'm like, no one ever gave us that memo. So there's a copyright infringement waiting to happen.
Any last words, anything you'd like to say to the Raiders of Popularity?
Can I go back to how you've changed in 2 years? Like, I'm naked way more now, like just in public.
Being naked is fantastic.
Yes, I'm way more open to just nudity.
Oh yeah.
Well, boxer briefs.
We have a website called amparmy.com, amparmy.com.
AMP LA is the tweeter.
Facebook After Midnight Project.
And enjoy being on Popularity.